Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paulin Guma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the stock Snapchat and where I think it may go within the next few days. I have talked about it before, and right now it looks pretty good for a good move. So we're going to be breaking down that stock thoroughly. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions from yesterday's morning's video as well. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So right off the bat, for all of you who watched Friday's video, even though it was slightly late, I talked about Snapchat and its potential to get all the way up to around $45, right? Because there are a bunch of short sellers in here in this region. And so far, it's been doing great. It's been going great. It showed a lot of momentum. If you look at the bottom here, there was a lot of volume on Thursday and a lot of volume on Friday. And one more thing that all of you should know is that they bought out another company for they bought out a competitor of TikTok, apparently, I believe on Friday. Yeah. So definitely watch this one for a move up. The daily looks great and it's been consolidating for a while over here. There's kind of like this flag forming. Okay. And again, watch this thing for a long. It could easily, where do I see this thing going in the next few days? I think personally, as a short seller, I know that all of these individuals will be taken out. They will be scared. They'll be terrified. And when that does happen, I think that they'll be willing to go back in again short in between like 55 to $65, just somewhere in here. That is where the greed, the euphoria will be at its highest, and that is where I expect people to start taking their money off the table, especially individuals who got in here before earnings and holding all the way through. So yeah, anticipate a pullback when we get to around the 60s for sure. And I think that move can also carry on into other social media companies such as Pinterest. Let's look at Pinterest really quick. All right, here's Pinterest. And then for that one, I did cover it over here when it started to curl. And I specifically said in that video, in that Pinterest prediction video, that I do see it at around $80, and it tried to get there and then it crumbled a little bit and now it's back on the uptrend again, and it's not looking weak at all. It's really not looking weak. If you see at the bottom, it's just a long stream of buyers buying in. Okay, and it looks similar to Snapchat as well. It's right near its highs. Lots of short sellers in here panicking, right? The greedy one who didn't cover over here are about to pay the ultimate price, especially if they're still holding and hoping for the stock to just crumble, which I don't think is gonna happen. I think the stock is gonna open up at around 67.50 on Monday, and then we can expect a massive squeeze, just like it's the just like this one, just like Snapchat. So definitely keep both of them on your watch list for Monday, and that is my stock prediction for Snapchat, between 55 to $60 within the next week or two. Okay, now let's talk about you guys' stock. For those of you who've been dropping your stocks of interest in the comment section of the videos, the very first one that I think we should be looking at is GOKU. Is Go, not GoGo, just Go. This one right there. All right, and I like this one for one reason and for one reason only. It's been heavily beaten down before earnings and through earnings, and right now it's just been crushed, right? And short sellers in here, I'm pretty sure they're kind of like worried that they're gonna be leaving more money on the table. So expect the short sellers who got in short to start covering profits right here and to cause the stock to go up even more throughout the coming weeks. It's at support levels right over here, right over here. Okay, I wish it dropped down just a little bit lower to like $35 so that the move can be a little bit more monstrous. But if you look at here, if you look at the bottom, you can see that the volume is trying to pick up again and buyers are stepping in. And if it opens up at $38.77, then do expect a squeeze all the way up to 40 and maybe even higher within the next few days, probably on Tuesday or on Wednesday. So I definitely like this one for a long. It doesn't have much history on the chart, okay, but it is near the support level. Worst case scenario, it just goes sideways here, okay, and then drops to $35 before making another move up. Best case scenario is that it keeps creeping up higher. It's like 38.80 and then moves up so that it can be an opportunity for like a day trade, but not too long of a hold because it could always drop. And plus, I want to see the stock at $35 personally. I really would like to see it at $35. But yeah, right now it's just looking good and it looks like it wants to move up higher. So that is my very honest opinion on Go. And since I've mentioned GoGo, let's just see how that one's doing. Uh, okay, okay, I actually like this one. I wasn't intending on talking about this in this video, but I actually like it the way it looks right now. If you look on the chart, I see a Head and Shoulders, a triple top. This is not good. This is not good for longs at all. It's short sellers are getting back in here. You can see the wicks in here. The volume is just terrible. There is nothing here. There is no excitement here. There's no party here. There's nothing here. Do there may be an opportunity to go short in this one. I don't have high hopes for GoGo. So definitely watch this one for a short. It really looks like a clean Head and Shoulders, okay? And that is very, very bearish. Minimum $8, maximum all the way down to like $4. Watch this thing. Watch this thing for a short next week, okay? So that is my very honest opinion on GoGo. Now, the next one that y'all have been asking about is HUYA, that one. All right, and I did leave my analysis on here on purpose. I actually like this one. I like it, and I'm very patient with it, and I'm just waiting for it. Okay, watch this thing for potential long next week. There probably gonna be some good news. If you look at the bottom, the volume is increasing. I actually like this one. We might see another episode of Sony. Another episode of Sony. We might see another one. So just watch HU this Chinese this company. Okay, just watch it for a long. It's looking pretty good on the 4 hour and on the daily chart. Yeah, that is my very honest opinion on that one. The next one that you've been asking about is CRSR. Yeah, and CRSR doesn't have much history. Okay, it doesn't have much history. I don't know too much about the company, but one thing that I do know is that personally, as a short seller, I would not get in the front of that. It looks pretty aggressive. Like it looks like it wants to go up to $50 next week. Yeah, it's not ready for short sellers to go in short. Like unless there is like a huge gap down, like unless it opens up at like 37 and then doesn't go back up and then just short sellers just start spiraling in. Unless that happens, I'm not bearish on it. If you look at it on the 5 minute time frame, yeah, it really wants to open up at like $41.60 or $41.50. So yeah, if that happens, all of these early short sellers, right there, these ones right there, they're all gonna cover, okay? And when they cover, the stock is gonna spike even more, and it's gonna spike even more until all of these individuals are satisfied, and then they start taking their money off the table. The stock starts showing weakness all the way up here. How high can it go? Honestly, like it's really hard for me to tell, but I do want to see it at around like $60. Like $60 will be nice to for short sellers to get back in, okay? And since I know that, that means that there's a potential for a long opportunity, right? Until I go short. But yeah, that is my very honest opinion on it. It looks good. It looks strong. I wouldn't touch it to the short side right now. Nope. I would not get in the front of that. Yeah, so that's my very honest opinion on that one as well. If you got value from this video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, if you're new to this channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I release these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon. and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday through Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. The links are right here. Okay. And if you're a beginner looking to get started in the stock market and looking to make some money in the stock market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through 4. It only takes about 15 minutes to get signed up with everything you need to start trading. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull using the very first link in the description below, and 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using the second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul and Guma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you tomorrow in the next video. I did not cover a lot of your stocks because, again, we're trying to make these videos under 12 minutes, but I will cover a lot more stocks tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna see all of you and have a great weekend.